Hi, Tim Cooke, Director of Instruction at the Long Cove Club. This video is going to be used for the uneven lie clinic. It's for when you hit your drive straight down the middle of the fairway, but you're on a side slope. How are you going to handle that? This video will give you a couple tips, and then we'll review those tips in the clinic. So if you're on a side slope, you can handle it with no problem. So there's kind of 4 different lies that you can have. Obviously, you can have downhill lie, uphill, or side slope, banking left or banking right. So we'll address all of those. They're all very similar, so take away a couple main keys from this video, which will be adjusting your balance and swinging with the slope, and you'll be off and running. So the first one we're going to deal with is downhill lie. So in this circumstance, you want to really work so your shoulders are working parallel or level with the slope, so as even as you possibly can be with the slope. Take a couple practice swings. I think that's very critical for any slope that you're on or any condition that's unflat. You got to get your body ready and adjusted to swinging in balance and on that slope. So take 1 or 2 practice swings. You won't be slowing down play if you hit a good shot. So I've got a downhill lie here. I'm going to really get the feel of my club head working down the hill post impact so I can stay in the shot. I'll set up to the ball. Take maybe a little wider stance than normal because I want it to be nice and grounded, really use the ground here, and feel as though my shoulders are balanced with the slope. And from this position, hit a nice little 3/4 swing for control. So work on that slope, on the down slope, of really getting a lot more weight on your front foot so you can work with the slope. All right, next we're going for the uphill lie. Okay, we've turned around and we're going up the hill. So just reverse some of the keys that we did on the downslope. Set up, pull a little further forward in your stance. You're going to feel a little more weight on your back foot. Again, the shoulders are even of running parallel with the slope. Again, take a practice swing or 2. Get the feeling of the club working up the hill. The big mistake you see on an uphill lie like this is that people put too much weight on their front leg and stick the club right in the ground. So you got to get the feeling of that club working up the slope, brushing the grass, as opposed to digging straight into the slope. Take your rehearsal swings, shoulders even with the slope, a little more weight in your back foot, ball forward, and you'll be hitting this one nice and high with a little draw. Okay, we're going for the ball below your feet. This shot, when the ball's down there, it's going to want to move away from the slope. So if you're a right-handed player, ball below your feet, that thing's going to fade. The major point here is when you take your rehearsal swings, take an extra club for the yardage that you have and play a 3/4 shot. I want control on this shot. You don't want to make a big fast swing and pull up out of the shot because you're going to top it. Just like a drive, a lot of folks have a tough time maintaining some body angles and some posture through the hitting zone. They'll extend up just because their body can't handle the speed that they're trying to hit the shot. So when the ball's below your feet, you're more prone to want to jump up. So take an extra club, hit a 3/4 shot, and really get a sense of the control of working that ball into the hole. So if I go quickly at this one and pop up just a little bit, well, that ball's already a few inches below my feet. I'm going to roll it along the ground. Take a practice swing. You can really make sure you touch the grass. Get a sense of where the bottom is of that swing with the ball below your feet. And you'll be hitting nice little pretty fades right into the target. Okay, last shot. Ball's now above my feet. So for the right-handed play, I'm going to aim a little further right because it's going to work away from the slope. So we're going to play a draw. Really visualize the shape of the shot that we're going to hit when that ball's above your feet. This one, setup keys. Most importantly, and it's going to seem pretty obvious, just grip down a little bit because that ball's closer to you than it normally is. So you want to grip kind of right in the middle of that handle there. Again, take the practice swings, feeling as though you can bottom out that club right where the golf ball is. You don't want to dive into the golf ball too much, take too much of a divot. So here, just like any of the previous shots, balance is the name of the game. So if I go at the ball too aggressively or lean into the shot, I'm going to be taking divots. If I swing back and I fall away from the ball, I'm going to thin it right along the ground. So really swinging under control in these shots where you can maintain a consistent bottom of the swing. It changes the game. It makes it so much easier to play the shot with just with the slope. So find your balance, get a sense of a controlled swing. If you have to at first, just use a 3/4 swing on all of these shots, just so you can maintain your posture and your balance throughout the swing. It's really critical. Maybe even as you set up, feel where the weight is in your feet on all of the different shots that we've discussed today. And maintain that point in your feet the entire time, so you're not drifting too far to your toes or heels on any of the shots. Just very stable and working with the ground. So we'll see you at the clinic next week, and best of luck on the uneven lies.